Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. 3-Day Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler. You're in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. The Commodores offense comes on the field first today. Of course, this game in Atlanta, I think, is the mecca of college football. And over the years here in the Peach Bowl, we've seen underdog teams like UCF and Houston really come in here and make their own piece of this one.
And Chris, think about it, the Peach Bowl, kind of like the Cotton Bowl, has been a major winner in this playoff expansion. They put on a great game, and they've already had some memorable moments. Who could forget in 2022, the field goal in the game that potentially wins it for Ohio State was kicked in 2022 and wide left and hits the ground in the year of 2023.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Pass caught, second down now. Ball handed off. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. And the Commodores starting a new series here on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Chris, this has been a fun opening drive to watch by this offensive coordinator, blending everything, mixing in run with pass, a lot of formations. This defense right now is guessing what's coming next. Now they're in that goal-to-goal situation. Can they punch it in and get the touchdown they deserve?
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
That's a design quarterback keeper. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's third down and goal. They go with a direct snap. And they've got him.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third and goal. It brings us to fourth and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
That decision to go for it on fourth down doesn't work out. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Now begin with a quick throw to the left.
I think it's important to kind of let your game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Works downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. It's a nice gain. Will move the football up to the 27. The Red Raiders hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Oh, a reverse. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position and were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Play action fake, looking to throw. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
First down, looking to throw the football. Pass complete on the crosser. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
And the Red Raiders looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw it from the red zone. And the pass is incomplete. Important second down play coming up. Looking downfield, it's Willihan looking to scramble. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Third down play here out of the shotgun. And he cannot escape defense with a sack.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
Right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Offense getting set, second down play here. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. He'll take a deep shot here. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes the shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
He's moving out of the pocket. Well, Kirk, Texas Tech has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We expect the teams have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Can he get there on the ground? And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Under pressure, hit as he throws. And the ball is picked off. Look out, he's got some space inside the 40. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the...
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a two ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here, he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
And they hand it off to the back.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Receiver makes the grab. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Scanning the field, it's Willingham. The spin move. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he's so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Second down play coming up for this offense. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. On the run here, lets it go. Caught for the completion. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better...
It's a fake direct snap to the up man. And they tried the trickery there. Stopped short of first down yardage. Defense was all over that. The gamble doesn't pay off. And now the offense will take over in good position. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Oh, man. For him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you you just have too much time in your hands, you end up thinking way too much. It gets your hands a little shaky.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Looking to throw. It's Willihan. Looks left and finds his target there. Brought down to the 22 to first down. Very near the red zone now. And the Red Raiders hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7. The Red Raiders trying to cash in here in the red zone. Looking to pass here on second down. Snags the quick throw. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. And the wideout goes in motion. Shotgun formation here on third down. Caught quickly. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. The field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Vanderbilt's offense heads back out onto the field now. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, they're going to go with a play fake here. The only problem is no one on the defense bit at all on the play action. The results are a big sack for this defense.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Second down, looking to throw it. He's escaping the pocket now. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up third down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And it's complete downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Moves the football to 30. Good enough for a first down.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this fourth down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
It's a quick grab.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Commodores come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. It's a quarterback keeper. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Kicking team on now for the extra point. Extra point makes it a 6-point game, 13-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. They tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Looks like they'll take a knee in the final play and head to halftime with the lead. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
Commodores will kick this away to begin the second half. And the kickoff will be returned. And the returner will be brought down. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. And the Red Raiders come up to the line in a hurry-up. Running back with the football. Running with purpose. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. It's third down for the offense. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The Red Raiders will have to punt this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. This one has been a defensive stalemate. Let's see if the offense can get something going here. They'll run it from the gun. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
From the 12-yard line, it's second and long now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
That is an ill-advised pass right there. Falling away from his target, throwing the ball off his back foot.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Drop for a loss after the catch on 3rd down. Sets up a 4th down now.
Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on 3rd down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big 4th down.
They've already gone for it 4 times and converted twice. Here comes a 5th. Trying for a 4th down completion. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Makes a quick grab. Defense makes the stop after the completion. And the Red Raiders looking to run some tempo here.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And looking to throw now on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas Tech.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
And he makes the grab, a successful 2-point try. They bump the lead up even more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. This one will be fair caught. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Looking right, this one caught.
On a slant route, you'd like to see some big yards after the catch. But the defense has such tight coverage, there's just nowhere to go. That's a win for the defense, even though they gave up a completion.
Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And this one is caught. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. And the Commodores will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. It's an out route. The catch made. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Pass caught. Can he get in? And they'll bring him down after a short gain. Moves the football inside the 5.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the 1st down.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Commodores. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. It's a run. Running back's got it. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. When they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Returner tackled right there. That's what will start the drive. So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
And the single back takes the handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. Well, Kirk, Texas Tech has the lead here. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Caught with the back behind the line of scrimmage. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On third down, he drops to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Direct snap to the back. Oh, great juke, and he's in the clear. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up, and you can go get a touchdown.
And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And he's tackled after the catch.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the 4th quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. They give the defense all the credit, recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. They finally corral him at the 1.
Chris, that's positive yards on 1st and goal, which is obviously good. But now we're at this point in the game, critical series. They've got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And now the try here for the extra point. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Valdez. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. And on the carry, he's heading left. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Dropping back, it's Woolihan. The pass rush closing in. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Well, the offense tries to go with the play action to slow this defense down, but they weren't buying it. They applied the pressure and came up with the sack.
He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. The defense stops him short of the markers, and now it's 4th down. And the Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Vanderbilt's offense heads back out onto the field now. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 42. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Lets it go on the move, launching deep. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. Brought down to the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Defense is coming after him. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Here's the 2nd down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
And the clock has stopped here as we've reached the final 2 minutes of play. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He's moving out of the pocket now. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Well, the defense had an opportunity here to really kind of seal this game, and instead they allow the quarterback scramble to pick up some big yards and get a 1st down and get out of bounds.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. 2nd down and goal upcoming. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Commodores. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Give credit to this offense. They work some clock. They eventually get the ball in the end zone. Now they've got the lead. You kick the extra point, and you hope your defense can hold on so you can win this game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Valdez. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. You set it down to the offense, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Woolihan who makes the grab. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. On the run, he'll let it go. And the pass is incomplete. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. And that catch is hauled in. Tackle made after the completion. Timeout is called here to stop the clock on this crucial possession. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. The Red Raiders come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Now it's 2nd down here. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that 3rd down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete. And the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the offense will spend a timeout here with 20 seconds on the clock.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year. And it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. The offense really clicking here. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
So much about speculation on whether or not they're going to kick a field goal or go for a touchdown. They put this ball into the end zone, and they put this game out of reach. What a job by this team and by this offense.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. He makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job.
Hey, it's the 4th quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Back to pass. It's Willihan. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.